Hey guys, I'm Chris Mack. For today's video, I have a 2022 Kia EV6 First Edition. I'm going to show you around this vehicle, then we're going to take for a drive. As always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Let's get into this video, shall we? Looking on the outside of the 2022 Kia EV6, this is your key fob right here. You have your lock, unlock your trunk release, as well as a panic button. I do like the design of it. And of course, on the front side, you got your automatic parking with remote start. This is dressed in a steel matte gray exterior color. Of course, this is a first edition. You have about 4,200 miles on the clock with this one. I do like the design, though. It's a lot different from the Ioniq 5. This one's a lot more aggressive and angular, whereas the Ioniq 5 is more on the conservative side. With more of a retro look. This is more like futuristic design. Looking at the wheels right here, you have 20-inch rims. The gray and black combination. Do like the black body cladding around the wheel arches. That is a nice touch. You have keyless entry for the front door handles. Black mirror caps. This is a GT line, so you get blacked out trim right there, as well as mirrors to give you a floating roof design. Don't mind that truck back there. But we have keyless entry for the front door handles. They do pop out. Coming around back of the EV6, you can see this is probably the favorite angle of everybody right here. Compared to the Ioniq 5, it's a lot more angular and has more cuts and designs, and it's just awesome. So you got the full light bar that goes across. You got your reverse light down there. License plate light right there. EV6 and Kia logo. Looking right here on this side, you do have your charging port. Well, obviously the vehicle's on right now, but we'll come back to that later. So you go ahead and hold the trunk release to open up the rear tailgate via the key fob, or you can go ahead and hit the button. I'll just go ahead and hit the button for you guys. And I'll show you under the front trunk as well. And we'll open the charge port. Now looking under the tailgate, you do have 24.4 cubic feet of space. Now it will double to 50 cubic feet when you fold down the second row seats. Under here you have a little bit of storage, as well as some lockable compartment right there. Change out like your lighting and other assembly. Storage under here, the fuse box on this side, 12 volt, as well as LED illumination on this side. You fold down the rear seats by using these latches right here. This is a power tailgate, of course. Now that we have the fuel door open, I'm going to show you a couple of specs. Now this one has the same horsepower and torque at 320 horsepower, 446 pound-foot of torque as the Ioniq 5 from the 77.4 kilowatt-hour battery. Range is actually improved to 276 compared to 256, thanks to the aerodynamic design of this one compared to the Ioniq 5. Closing that back up. Now it will charge in about 8.5 hours, or 8.4 hours to be exact. And on a 350 kilowatt charging system, you'll get from 10 to 80% in about 22 minutes. Hopping into the interior of the EV6. Let me show you guys the front trunk real quick. Now opening the hood release. Just like in the Ioniq 5, you have a smidge of storage right there, but mostly your fluids and your battery connectors. Hopping into the interior of the EV6. Now for this review, I have the seat all the way back in these tracks, and as you can see that at 5'6", I still have about 3-4 inches of legroom. And as far as headroom goes, I have about 2.5 inches of legroom. Now looking up front to the front cabin, you can see that this does have a moonroof with LED illumination up top, coat hood rack, and you do have 2-stage heated rear seats. I do like the futuristic trim right here. There are matte pockets for both sides with built-in USB-C ports on the back support right there. Center console, you do have a cup holder. You can slide that back to make it a storage compartment. The seats do recline forward and aft. I do like the seat design in the cockpit, which I'll show you guys once we get up there. Hopping into the driver's seat of the Kia EV6, you can see that you do have a two-way lumbar support, power seat adjustments. You do have power folding mirrors with two-person memory and automatic windows for all four. You also have the Meridian sound system, which I'll show you guys in a minute. To access the front, you do have this release right here to open that. Fuse box cover with your gas and brake pedal. Over here on this side is your charging port, your power tailgate, as well as cluster illumination with your parking brake, and you have traction control right there on that side. Looking at the dual 12.3-inch displays, you can see it's very clear and crisp. It is flanked with this nice steering wheel right there with your light controls on this side, wiper controls on that side. This is how you control your driver assistance technology. It's weird though, it's kind of like the reverse Hyundai version of it, where you have like right here to toggle through the different displays. I do like the display though, it's really nice. The graphics are clear, crisp, and it's refreshing. So you have your torque distribution for all four wheels, power, attention assist. Then you have your lane keeping assist with adaptive cruise control on that side. Your regen on the paddle shifters right there. Again, it is in reverse where you can add and decrease the regen. Down here is your drive mode selection. So you got Eco, Normal, Sport. If you hold it down, you get a snow mode for better traction. We are going to keep it in Eco mode. Over here is your telematics displays right here for your voice command functions, radio, and other telematics displays. Looking right here in the center console, you have your various different functions right here. So right here is your home button. So if you hit the EV, you can display how much range you have, and it'll actually show you projections. If you get like, if you turn off your climb controls, it will show you how far you actually have to go. Right here is your maps. I do like the pinch and zoom capabilities of this. It's very organized. It's not like all over the place. Right here is your navigation. And of course, we are going to try a navigation test. It's immediate. As soon as I touch the screen, it just goes. Here we go. Set its destination. As you can see, it's starting. It's loading. You just go ahead and start guidance, and it will go.
Make a U-turn if possible, and then turn right.
Now looking right here, you have your phone connectivities as well as Apple CarPlay. We have my iPhone connected, so we are going to try out a audio test with the 14-speaker Meridian sound system. So we're going to go ahead and hit allow for Apple CarPlay.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours,
You can see the sound system is very clear and crisp. Now, compared to other sound systems, it doesn't have like that super bassy tone to it, but I do like the way that it I'm trying to think how to put this. But it has a nice clear crisp sound, but it doesn't have that bass tone to it, which I think is a good thing. You're not trying to have the windows and everything vibrating, so that's a plus. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hook that. Now going back over to the home screen right here, you have your voice memos with phone projections. Your climate control can also be brought up in the central display. Dual zone climate control, which I'll show you guys down there as well. You'll have a valet mode as well. Quiet mode, if you have kids in the back sleeping, you can have the sound or the audio stay in the front cabin while having the rear cabin quiet. HD radio for your AM, FM traffic. That's a track. But so this is your AM, FM radio right here on this side. You do have your weather as well as your traffic for your certain destinations. Right here is your vehicle settings. So you go in your settings, you can control and tailor your driver assistance technology, how laggy you want it, and if you want it to be like immediate or you want it to be like regular. Right here you have your brake mode field, so you can actually customize the brake field. Now this is literally just like the Genesis models, and I think it literally has the same Genesis graphics right there. If you look at the wheel very closely, it's like their 5-spoke wheel right there. But just like any other Genesis models, you can customize the brake feel from normal or sporty. Put the climate control in eco to reduce the battery, like how much it's draining the battery. But over here you have your eco vehicle for your regeneration, charge connector lock mode, as well as charging voice prompts. And of course, what we got to try on the road is the sound. So of course you have the largest, moderate, and smallest sound. You can change the different vehicle sounds when you're driving on the road, which we got to try. I mean, the Ioniq 5 doesn't have that, but I can't wait to try it out on the road. Wow. Over here you have augmented reality mode, so it will give you like directions. So let's say it tells you to turn right, it'll give you an arrow and a camera saying like turn this way, kind of like how Mercedes does. And it'll show up in the head-up display as well. Over here's your cluster, so you can change the cluster dings right there. So you can link it to your drive modes. You have C, B, as well as A mode. Service intervals, you do have welcome sound, different content selections. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Seat change alert. You do also have ambient lighting, which, you know, I love ambient lighting. It's a nice little touch, really brings out an interior. So right now we set it to red. You can see that the interior has like a whole bunch of red accents, even like around here by the cup holders. And on this side right here, goes around the whole console, and it just looks very nice. Over here you have your door, the power liftgate. You can actually customize how you want the liftgate to open, and of course you have smart liftgate. So you approach it and stay around there for about 3 seconds, it will open up automatically. Navigation settings, your sound settings. This is how you can customize the Meridian sound system. Change the tone. Surprisingly, the bass is all the way up. Wow. Active sound design. We'll leave that enlarged so you can really hear it. Basically all the same things that I just covered over there. You do have built-in Wi-Fi, general settings, and you can customize your favorite display right there. Now looking down here in the center console, you can see you have your AC vents right there, and of course they can actually be changed over to be shortcut buttons. So right now it's in climate control mode. If you hit that button right there, it can change over to your short preset mode, which I do like. Of course you have a favorite button right there. You got your tune and file button. If you change it back, you can change over your dual zone climate control. You have heated and cooled seats. They are 3-stage with a heated steering wheel. The buttons are touch sensitive. Does have pretty quick response and feedback. This is how you turn on the vehicle right there. Looking at the gear shifter, you can see if you put the vehicle into reverse, you have a 360 camera right there to toggle through the different displays. This is how you turn on the 360 camera. Parking sensors, and you do have a wireless phone charger right here. We'll try that out, see how good it works. Boom. Started up, no problem at all. You have 2 cup holders right there. Pretty good size. And of course you have the first edition badge right there. 1 in 1,500. Some more storage right there for coins, and some more storage in the center console. Now looking down here at the main center console, you have a USB port, the USB-C. Another USB-C, as well as a 12 volt, and some more storage. Now, unlike with the Ioniq 5, it does have the movable center console. But I do like that both of them have their own different, unique, like technology features and make them different and apart from each other. Up here, you have your garage door opener, the LED illumination. This is how you control your moonroof right there. Right here, you have your mirror right there. How y'all doing? And it is LED illuminated, which is a nice touch. Speaking of the materials, you see right there, definitely use recycled materials, but it is soft touch right here around this area where you'll be touching the most. Piano black. And you got some nice carpet right there inside of the storage area right there. Just look at the Meridian sound system, speaker system. Do like the design of it right there, as well as the graphics where it says Meridian Surround. So yeah, guys, that's the Kia EV6. We're gonna go ahead and take for a quick drive and see how she does. So of course, when you look on the stand wheel, you have your different drive modes right there. So you can cycle through the different drive modes right there. So you got normal, sport. You hold down for snow mode. Of course, you have different sound settings right there, and you got cyber, you got dynamic. So of course, we got Charlie's out when we get over to the little area, but it's my favorite part about the EV6. You got that, the styling, and just the technology and just the feeling of this. The Ioniq 5 is around similar like design of other Hyundai models. This is similar as well to the Ioniq 5, but this has a little bit more like technology feel and a little bit more engagement. Visibility is good out the front. The side mirrors are a good size, and out the back is good as well. Of course, you got the auto hold function right there. So like fill out the brake, it will hold the vehicle in place. .360 camera. You turn the steering wheel a little bit, you'll see that the steering wheel does turn. The graphics, of course, it does have the remote parking assist. We look at the key right there is on this side. I do like the touch right there with your remote start on that side. We'll try a dynamic sound to see how the interior noise is. That sound. We'll try a little stylish. See how that is.
In a quarter mile.
It's a little more whirring, and then of course you have a cyber noise. We'll go right to stylish and try that out.
Make a U-turn if possible.
The sound is very good. I do like it, really. It's nice. Of course, you can customize the sound as well. So you hit these settings. You can actually make it loud.
Route recalculating.
And you can change the intensity from slow, normal.
Traffic light, camera ahead, and then make a U-turn if possible. In 0.2 miles, make a U-turn if possible. In 800 feet, make a U-turn if possible.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and turn that navigation
Make a
off.
U-turn if possible.
Yeah.
I don't know what it says.
Oh, yeah, boom, cancel, right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That sound. Now, if you guys remember, I recently drove a Porsche Taycan, which had the sport electric sound. This is definitely a lot louder. Now, of course, you can customize it. So if you want to go on the infotainment screen, you can turn it off or turn down the sound.
In 0.3 miles, traffic light, camera ahead.
I think moderate is probably the perfect sweet spot right there. But if you need a little bit more noise and you miss your combustion engine, you can have it on largest change and you can really have a lot of sound. Now looking on the steering wheel, you can see you do have your different adaptive cruise controls. So if you hit the cruise control, it will follow the speed of the vehicle in front of you. And you do have your different following distances from 4 car gaps to a minimal as 1 car gap.
Camera ahead.
And you do have lane keeping assist as well, which keeps you in your lane. Even on deceleration. We'll go into cyber for a little bit and see how that sounds. It's like my favorite feature though compared to the i5 though, the sound really gives the car emotions and feelings and just makes it feel more like a normal gas car. I like it. Now while I wait the light, let me show you guys the glove box, which right here has plenty of room. You can really put a lot of iPads in there. You have your instruction manuals and other stuff right there. I do like the floating center console around the center. Now, of course, when you look at the paddle shifters in the driver's seat, that does control your regenerative braking. So when you hit the driver's side or the left-hand side, it will increase the regen. When you hit the right side, it will decrease the regen. And when you let off, you see it's charging, the regen just brings you right back down. That's good, you can make a U-turn back to the dealership. And of course you can see the camera mirrors on that side, and if you put on the other turn signal, you can see the other side as well. It's a nice touch. You need 12.3 inch gauge cluster. You got sport. You're the fastest. And of course you see when the vehicle drives away in front of you, it will give you the display right there. We're gonna see if we can feel a little bit of that acceleration. 320 horses, 446 torque. This is 4,500 pounds. That was 60. This thing really goes though, it really does.
It's very smooth.
Yeah. This makes me excited for the Kia EV6 with the GT. When they have the nearly 600 horsepower version come out, doing like 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. So that's gonna be just crazy. Really makes me excited for that. Now we sit at the light and show you guys the ambient lighting. Which of course you guys know that's like my favorite touch right there. Really brings out an interior. You got your custom colors. You can change your default colors right there. You can see the ambient lighting around there, as well as down here on the side and in the rear as well, which is a nice touch. I do love this trim though right here. They could just put plastic right here, but they actually did something unique and different right here. I do like that.
Because of it.
Yeah, with the first edition here. The first edition comes with the...
That's why I put it on the G6. I mean on the GT.
Nice. You're gonna leave vehicle driving away. I do have to say though, looking from a passenger perspective, you get a little bit more time to really appreciate and dive in about the different features and little unique quirks and stuff. You can see right there on the door right here, you do have the Meridian sound speaker on that side as well. It's a nice touch. Now of course the ambient lighting, you can link it to your drive mode as well. So if you're in sport, it's going to be red automatically. And if you're in eco, it's green, and normal is blue. And snow will be a white. Alright, we're going to try a stylish sound.
It's windy like it.
Yeah. You can see it's a windy day, but the road noise and the quietness of the cabin really makes it very hushed in here. I do have to say though, the sound design actually helps mask out some of the wind noise from the outside.
3 miles, traffic light, camera ahead.
It's a good feature.
Slow down by itself.
Yeah, oh yeah, with the regen braking, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't detect that.
Wow.
It just slowed down. They didn't do too much. See?
Yeah.
Technology.
Now, as we get closer to the dealership, now what do I think about the EV6? Now, honestly, I do like it. It is a lot different than the Ioniq 5 in a good way. Of course, you get a little bit more features, get a little bit more emotion with the design and the sounds, and even the interior is a little bit more tailored to the driver. It's more of a driver-focused EV. You got plenty of charging ports for you and your family, and of course, you get 274 miles of range. Now, if you charge at a 350 kilowatt hour charge, it will go from 10 to 80% in about 22 minutes. Do like the multi-purpose HVACs right here. You can control from the shortcut buttons, or you can have it be an HVAC control right there. The fit and finish. Now, this one does have about just over 4,200 miles. You can see everything is built solid. Everything is soft touch materials right here. Soft touch up here as well. You got clean black right here. Everything's built tough, which is a good feature right here with the Ioniq. I mean the EV6. It's the Ioniq 5. If I had $1 for every time I say EV6 Ioniq 5, I would have $1 million. But yeah, guys, so we're almost to our destination, and I really like the EV6. The screen right here has good feedback. You got your Kia Connect, your media. Of course, the user's manual for both the Ioniq 5 and EV6 are built into the infotainment system. And of course, let's say you have a route that you go every day, it will actually like tailor the traffic display right there to where you're going based on your route. Okay, different drive modes. Of course, you can tailor the brake pedals right there. Just like any Genesis models, you can tailor if you want it sportier or you want it like normal.
In 0.3 miles, traffic light, camera
See the camera right there on the right side. It's a nice touch. Really like that. So yeah, guys, that is the Kia EV6. That's going to wrap up my video, and I'll see you guys next one. As always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. And I'll see you guys soon.